Welcome to Center Park Stadium in Atlanta, home to the Georgia State Panthers. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Golden Eagles offense will take the field first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Quick completion to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Golden Eagles are in the hurry-up. Let's talk for a minute about Southern Miss. By the end of the day, one of these 2 teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football play. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Georgia State! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Oof, and after that pick 6, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Dropping back, it's Gardner. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. So Georgia State's offense will take the field for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win?
There he goes! Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10.
Blue 22! Blue 22!
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Looking to throw at Stanley. Rushes on him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Red 18! Red 18!
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He'll take a shot. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun to give, looking for room. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. The Golden Eagles want to crank the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down.
Turning on the Jets. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Just a great job by the quarterback, the running back, the offensive line. Sneaky little devils. What do? Make it look like pass, sneak in the run, catch you off guard. Great play call by the offense.
The give. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Stanley. He's got him. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Oh, they blocked the kick. Scoop it up and going the other way.
You know, it's blocked field goals in moments like that that are momentum changers. That could be the difference in this game. What a great individual effort knocking that thing down.
Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. And the Golden Eagles come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Off play action. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat-and-mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staff.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Golden Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Looking left. It's caught downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. We've reached the break. Georgia State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the 2nd half on defense? That's the question.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. And the Golden Eagles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Might as well stick with him. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Back to pass, it's Stanley. Trying to get behind the defense. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. A little screen to the running back. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the 1st down.
And the Panthers are on the move. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Completes it in the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Looking downfield, it's Stanley. Here's a heat. Makes the grab over the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch him off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
How about that from the offense? 2nd and goal. Everything says you might run the football. They try to throw it, and man, was that unsuccessful. Sitting back in the pocket, just throw the football away. Don't take the sack. Don't go backwards, especially inside the 3-yard line. Set up in such good position.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. He's got it on the run. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Got to make sure they're sound in protection. They had one blocked earlier. Absolutely center cut. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but I don't care if it's Archie or Eli back there. We've come to learn that no lead is safe inside Vaught Hemingway. They're up by a field goal over Alabama. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Let's see what they've got on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Finds us back in the middle. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. To the air, it's Gardner. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Pulls and throws off the RPO.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
It'll be third and long. They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. Going for it all. Touchdown, Southern Miss. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's up.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Gardner. Just a short pass to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. This one's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And for the second time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. And this one splits the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Atlanta. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Center Park Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Golden Eagles will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Trying to impose their will with the run. They're able to make the stop, but not before Georgia State has a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
Here we go.
QB draw. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Panthers in a good spot here with second and short. The give from the gun. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
This Georgia State offense ready to go with another first down.
Set, ready.
Might as well give it to him again. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Dropping back, it's Stanley. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks, that's just ridiculous.
And the returner will be brought down. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Cooper. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Golden Eagles in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that...
Racing down the left side. Oh, a lot of space. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Southern Mississippi. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Ole Miss needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Oxford behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Alabama. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
To the air, it's Stanley. Here comes the heat. Boom. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. RPO complete to open the drive. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. The play action fake. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Southern Miss. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Back to pass, it's Stanley. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Wide open spaces. Lots of running room. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Quarterback running on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw, it's Stanley. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it on the move. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It's good. Easy call for the refs. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to power their way ahead. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Southern Mississippi has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Back to throw, it's Gardner. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Quickly complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Golden Eagles want to pick up the tempo. They send the tight end in motion. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Golden Eagles are rolling down the field.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback on the keeper. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
And, man, they sneaked the option in there on 3rd and long. And I don't know, was that a misread? Like, do you get the ball to your tailback? Like, it was pretty well defended. They had the quarterback swallowed up. He got some yards, but now you're forced into a 4th down, and this might be a passing situation.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to pass. It's Callow extending the play. It's a seam wide open. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And the Panthers pick up the first down. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Got enough for the first. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Beautiful play call offensively at the perfect time. In that situation, the defense obviously expecting pass, so they sneak the draw in and gash the defense.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving.
Makes the grab down the left side. Give him 6. Touchdown, Panthers.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Baylor is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Robert Griffin III, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Oklahoma. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
They've got the lead, but here in the 4th quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
Off the play fake. Forced out of the pocket. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Oh, it's a backbreaker for this defense. QB scrambling and picking up the first down with the lead here in the 4th quarter. It's going to keep this drive alive. They're going to bleed more seconds off the clock. Not what you were hoping for if you're on D that last play.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. He'll pull it on the read. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Golden Eagles will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
He's loose. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Golden Eagles have it with a 1st and 10.
White 53.
Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
It's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. You've got to dial up plays, getting your biggest playmakers involved now if you're going to win this game.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends.
Gonna let it fly. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel.
Finds a spot down the gun of the knee. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
On first down from the 13-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Bringing the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
He's got it and still on his feet. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking downfield, it's Callow. Into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.